Do you want some pro tips for growing your real estate business? I just got back from a Build 2022 conference with about 4,500 to 5,000 real estate agents, some of the top real estate agents in the industry, giving some pro tips, and I got 3 great takeaways. We also had guest speaker Tony Robbins, so be sure to check out my next video and I'll give you my best tips and takeaways from being up front and close in a room with Tony Robbins and hearing some just great life lessons as well there. So let's get right to it. On the first takeaway, we're going to talk about mindset and kind of reverse engineering some of your thinking. So they interviewed some 90-year-old people and asked them what they had regrets about. Wrote these down so I don't want to miss the 4. Not risking enough. So that was big. In my business, about 5 to 6 years ago, my business changed dramatically for the better for taking some calculated risks. So I cannot personally stress how important that was for my business. The second one is I wish I would have left something behind for my family. So that's pretty emotional and kind of could be kind of sad if you at the end, if you have just enough to make it to the end but you don't leave anything for your family. And then also another one kind of along the same lines was they wanted to change who their family had become from when they started their family. So sometimes that has to do with education. I guess it could do with leaving some money or some trust. It could do with leaving enough rental or real estate properties to kind of take some of the financial burden off of your kids and grandkids' lives. And then the last one for the 90-year-olds was not celebrating enough. So not taking enough time to stop and look around and be grateful for what they had, celebrate their accomplishments to make a plan to move forward into the next accomplishments. So now let's look at takeaways number 2. Yeah, before I get to number 2, I think it's important to really circle back to the risk part. So once I had enough skill set and once I took a calculated risk, it was still a big risk. I mean, didn't have the funds to do what I was doing. It had to work. It was calculated. I was betting a lot on me, but I was also betting on some systems and processes that I thought I could pull off. So if you want more information on that, or if you're considering taking a risk, you can reach out to me. I'm Dan Hilsman. My contact information's below. I love helping real estate agents. Been on calls almost daily since 2018, helping real estate agents grow their real estate businesses and to get accurate answers to their EXP questions. But if you have a question about taking risk, or if you want to brainstorm with someone, just reach out to me. You can give me a call, text, or an email, or hop on my calendar below. But it's super important. Nothing would have changed for me if I didn't take that risk. And I think it really needs to be a calculated, thought out risk. You don't want to be chasing shiny objects. So now let's look at takeaway number 2. Keys to greatness. So setting specific, huge goals. And, I'll put a little footnote with that. They want to be written down with timelines. But you want to take a little quiet time to yourself and set specific, huge goals. So the thought with huge goals is if you make it big enough, even if you come up halfway or come up a little bit short, then you'll still have great accomplishments in your life and in your business. A little bit of the 10X theory, Grant Cardone with, let's 10X your business. But, if you only 3X it, then how amazing is that, right? So the second one there is you don't want to care too much what other people think. So one of the risks that I took, I have about 2 big ones, but one of the risks that I took, people thought I was crazy. And it had to do with real estate, so it wasn't too big of a deal. Just making some change, well, it wasn't a big deal as far as life goes. I was making a change and I was taking a risk, and my thought was if things didn't work out, then I could plan B or C. But the people that I kind of ran my plan by thought I was crazy and thought it was an unnecessary risk, and it turned out to be probably the best business decision I ever made in my life. And then the third one is pray for abundance. So the gentleman that was on stage talking about this, he thought it's super important for him and his business, and also for mine, to pray for abundance. Put you in personally, I believe it gets you in the right place with the right thoughts, the right mindset, and going in the right direction. So now let's look at the takeaway number 3. So before we get to number 3, the third biggest takeaway is on that risk. I'll go a little bit deeper on one of the risks was my opportunity to make a brokerage change to EXP Realty. So if you have people talk to you about EXP Realty, it might not be a good fit for you, but it might be. Or maybe you had someone explain it that was just trying to recruit you and not trying to find out what you wanted to do and what you wanted to accomplish, what your goals and dreams were. So if you want to reach out to me, it might not be a fit, no cost, no obligation. Happy to take that call, and we'll see if if I could be of help to you too. The biggest deal with me with EXP was by me helping other people change their lives, and then that had a positive impact on my financial and personal life as well. So, you know, have over 900 agents in just over 4 years of EXP Realty, and happy to see if I can be of help to you and grow your business too. But now let's look at takeaway number 3. So this is really more of a quote, and then I'll throw a little bonuses behind it. But Picasso said, everyone can be a genius if they can find the child within. So I'm aware that it's, you know, got to have fun, got to smile, got to laugh throughout the day, even when things don't go great. Sometimes, you know, you can find some humor in that. But, you know, it's that childlike belief and thought that helped me get through. And I continue to try to lean on that and believe in that as well. And then another big takeaway, one of the top agents in the country talking about the shift. This video is done in 2022. So this market is a market of discipline and of action. So I firmly believe that as well. You can't just wake up and get to work. I think also part of it is, you know, having action plans and being disciplined to those plans. This afternoon, I'm going to do a 90-day action plan with an agent in my organization. And if you want to know more what that looks like, you can reach out to me and we'll talk about a 90-day action plan. Then we also do a 30-day follow-up to make sure that 90-day action plan's on track. Also, a mentor or a coach. So if you're going to have a coach, you want to know what your goals are before you get a coach. Coaches and mentors have been a big part of my growth. Couldn't have done it without them. And I am a mentor, and I do a little bit of coaching, but it's more of a mentorship call type situation. So happy to help you if you want to reach out to me on that too. And then choose your hard. So, you know, real estate can be hard, and choosing the hard, you know, sometimes I think, myself included, I thought I was taking the easy way out, but actually what I'd picked was harder than if I had just chosen something that initially seemed a little bit harder. So, you know, prospecting calls are hard. I don't do a whole lot of prospecting calls. I do some, but that seemed kind of hard, right? Well, looking back on it, if you learn to do prospecting calls and get really good at communicating offers, then that could be a big deal for you in your real estate business as well. Might be way easier learning how to do that an hour or so a day, or 2 hours a day, or whatever it takes in the beginning. It may be way easier doing that than all the other silly stuff or shiny objects that agents take that don't get them the same results as fast. So, you know, choose your hard. You want to get with someone that you know, like, and admire, and trust, and have a conversation with them on that. So I'm Dan Hilsman. I'm a real estate broker. Been helping agents since 2018 with their, been on calls almost daily since 2018, I should say, helping agents grow their real estate businesses and to get accurate answers about their EXP questions. If you need any help, reach out to me. My contact information is below. And this is a live background. I'm actually at one of my favorite churches. Go to a couple of them. But yeah, at one of my favorite churches, and thought I would just do a video here. So reach out to me if you need any help.